Good morning, YouTube. We're starting off today with a little bit of my pre-workout today, so let me hit some watts. So nothing crazy, just poured in I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried this, but the gorilla mode, just regular. And I got a little tub of beta-alanine. So we'll probably I usually, I think what makes me feel the best with the least amount of I don't even know how to say it, but I guess the best stimulant that I can possibly make is 1 scoop of pre and 2 scoops of beta-alanine, because I really like the way it makes my body feel the itch and stuff. So yeah, I apologize for no Tuesday posts. So I apologize. I wasn't able to get my chest workout on video because I left my tripod. This is also a really bad excuse, but I left my tripod in my bedroom after making the video that I made on Sunday, or the outro. I left the tripod on my desk, and so I know I could have still recorded, but I don't want to come on here and make really crappy content. Even though it's not the greatest right now, I don't want to make it even worse and put something out there that's kind of half thought, if that makes sense. So, or half kind of produced. So, yeah, if it's not going to be the best that I can possibly do, I'm just not going to do it. So, but yeah, so today is yesterday we did chest and biceps. So today we might do, I guess, back and it's either going to be back and tricep or back and shoulders. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, catch you on the gym. Stay blessed. Okay, hopping straight into it. We are warming up with a plate. So this is bent over barbell row. This is I personally really like this movement. I guess it really just depends on who you ask, but I think for my upper back at least, I feel this movement a lot, and yeah, I always like to throw it in on all my back days. But so the main idea behind this lift, or the concept behind this lift, is kind of imagining myself just pinching my back muscles together. And so if you pinch your back muscles together, if you pinch your back, your shoulder blades, it's almost like your elbows want to go too, your arms want to go up too. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, just letting the weight kind of, how do I say this? Letting my arms and in my limbs stretch out my back, and then just really pinching it and getting it all, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the main idea behind my lift with this. I also want to say that RIP to the Birkenstocks. So I've been wearing them, as you guys have been seeing in the videos, I've been wearing them for about 2.5 weeks, and no one's, or maybe not 2.5, maybe 2 weeks. And no one has said anything to me about not being allowed to wear them. No staff has came up to me saying I can't wear them. So I figured I was allowed to. I've walked by them many, many times, and they've obviously seen me, and no one said anything. So, but today they told me I couldn't wear them. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to say bye to the Birks. moving on, we got seated cable row. So again, I used to, with this movement, I used to, how do you say, combine like the cable, like make it together. So it's really just like, how do I say this? Like right now I have two different, like I'm pulling on two different handles that are not connected to each other. I mean, they're connected to the same like overall machine, but they're separately. I don't even know. You would just have to see how the machine works. But this just allows me to work on my balance and be able to really feel both sides working, if that makes sense. So I'm going to personally start doing this movement like this instead of like connecting the two pieces together. Like I like pulling isometrically is probably the best way to describe this, an isometric movement. So yeah, just really just again letting my limbs stretch my back out and just squeezing. Like once I get to the back, just really squeeze, not for too long, maybe for like half a second, and then let it go and control it on the way back, control it on the way up, and really just focusing on getting that squeeze, because it's important for growth, be able to get that squeeze at the very end. So doing it a little differently today for lat pull down. Usually my grip when I'm holding onto the bar for this movement is pretty narrow, or not super narrow, but I usually don't go out wide like this, like a Y, like my arms are making a Y shape, and I don't ever go this wide. But I don't know, I just felt like I saw a TikTok about like if you really want to target I can't remember what exactly the TikTok was, but I don't know. I just decided to do it like this today, and honestly, it felt great. Like the movement moved right, and I got like a nice contraction in the muscle and a good stretch as well. So it was. I'm definitely gonna start doing it like this as well. And also, I've been complaining about having shoulder pain in the past few episodes, but honestly didn't feel it at all today in this back day. And this movement usually is the one that kind of like the pulling down. It's usually the movement that I can see like the difference in shoulders and how they're moving and operating, like how one maybe working differently or like at a different level. But you can see here I got the camera from behind, and it looks fine. Like it looks like both arms are working in unison, and both shoulders, everything working together. So yeah, definitely gonna start throwing this movement in a lot more often than I do. And then, of course, we got our old-fashioned, old reliable skull crusher. So really can't go wrong with this movement. If you're doing it right, it could be very beneficial for you. But if you're doing it wrong, then you're missing out on gains, if that makes sense. So like I was saying, again in the previous, I'm not sure if it was in the last video, but I've always prioritized form, so over any kind of weight. So I've always, since day one, or maybe not since day one, but since earlier in my like lifting journey, I've always been kind of I've always understood that form is the most important aspect of really all your lifts. So if you're not doing, and it doesn't have to be perfect form, and sometimes a lot of different things work for a lot of different people. But I think for me, to be able to get the most gain out of the movement and make it basically optimal for, like, you want to get that the right form, at least in a certain sense. So I see people trying to do this movement, and they're, I don't know, it just feels like they're not really activating the tricep or doing the movement like it's really intended to be moved. So for me, I like to try to keep my my elbows almost like locked in place and just let my forearms and my wrists drop. And so on the way down is the stretch of the tricep, and then on the way up is obviously the contraction. So yeah, so that's the idea behind this lift. And again, it's always for me, it's always been I've always done slow and controlled on all my movements, basically, if I can. Obviously, if once it, like, at the end, like, I'll probably do a little bit of cheating on the movements, but pretty strictly keeping it slow and controlled. Okay, and I think this is our last movement of the day. So I think I only record, I believe, 2 sets of this, but these are my 2 top sets, I believe. So, or my working sets, really. So again, the concept behind this lift is, again, trying to almost like lock my shoulders and elbows in place and just let my forearm and wrist do all the work. In order to, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but on the way up, you can really see the stretch of the tricep, which is really what you're looking for. And for this movement, again, for me, it's not about tossing the weight around, because and again, it could work if you're going in the gym and you're tossing the weight around and you're stimulating that muscle. That's really what you want. But I think for me to be able to stimulate the muscle in the most effective way is by going slow and controlled and really feeling the movement and the tricep. And yeah, so yeah. I do want to say here, we are still 12 weeks out, but I think upper body, like our upper half, is I think it'll probably be in the right condition when the time comes around for the show day. But I think, honestly, my lower half is lacking. I think I say that in the outro, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But yeah, we're hitting the poses. We're getting better at hitting them. I'm obviously doing a little bit of research, trying to see, like, what exactly they're going to be asking me to do, and I'm being able to perfect the form. And really, that's all. The purpose for me of posing in front of a mirror is to just practice my form, my poses. So What is going on, YouTube? We're back in the office, aka the bedroom. Let's see. I'm trying to get my light. It's not blinding me. Let's see. What do we think about that lighting? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna start off with the song of the day, and I already have it picked out, but just gotta pull it up because I can't remember what it's called at the top of my head right now. But let's see, where are you at? Oh, where is it? Honestly, I can't even remember, so let's just pick one right now. Okay, so this song that I'm gonna pick out today has at least like every time it comes up on my playlist, like when I'm listening to music in the gym, when this song pops up, like I'll listen to the entire thing. So it's a super good song. It's called, pop it up right there, Lil Horns Theme by Miguel Angeles, or Angeles. So it's a really good song. It's he's definitely a new person in music, I believe. Like I see him posting on my TikTok all the time, so I know he's an up and coming artist. And if you don't know this kind of, I feel like a lot of people know his stuff. So at least gym people, maybe, and maybe other kind. I don't know, but yeah, if you haven't listened to that song, give it a listen. And moving on to the quote of the day. So this one, it's gonna be pretty simple, but it's said by, pop it up right there. It's "You never fail until you stop trying" by Albert Einstein, and I think that quote right there kind of speaks volumes to what he's trying to say. Yeah, it's probably better. There's a lot of truth to that. So, if the only way that you could truly fail in life is if you stop trying. Like, the only way that your goal or your dream or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in life, the only way that you could truly fail is if you stop trying, if you give up, really. So, I was gonna say a few things. So that was the quote of the day. I kind of want to drift off a little bit into kind of what I want to talk about, and so how do I want to say this? I think I'm tired of being normal, if that makes sense. I'm tired of like being just an average person in the world. Like I'm tired of being like just an ordinary person. And I think that's one of my, if there's anything that I fear in this world is being like normal, being average. So I'm trying to kind of, I don't even know how to say this, kind of I don't even know. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just being normal kind of is like, I don't know. I feel like I try to do a lot of things to be away from the normal, if that makes sense. So I don't like looking normal. I don't like looking average. I don't like feeling average. I don't like being average. I think, I don't know. That's just something about me, if you guys wanted to know. But, yeah, I wish I kind of had all these things prepared. And again, there goes me trying to record this stuff, not being prepared. But here we are. We're still learning. But yeah. So today was it was a really, really good lift. I would honestly put it up there in my top 10 workouts that I think I've ever had. I think the intensity that I brought into the gym today was very good. I think it was above average for me. So I don't know. There's some days where it's like a switch and I switch on, and I'm like, all my movements, I'm hitting them on point. There's some days where I feel a little bit maybe unmotivated. Some days I go into the gym unmotivated, still do what I have to do and get out. But today it just I don't know, I feel like I squeezed everything that I possibly had out of me today in the gym. So you really can't ask for more. I think if we can consistently replicate today's workout into my other workouts, then I think it's there's no saying how far we can go in my fitness career, in my bodybuilding career, whatever you want to call it. But if I continue to push myself the way I'm pushing myself, like I did today and yesterday, I didn't get it on video, but I also had a very good workout in my opinion. Yeah, it was really good, and I do want to say that the reason why I don't talk too much about the show, like too many specifics, is because I don't really know what to expect. Like I don't even know what to talk about. I don't know what to expect. So really, we're just gonna play it by ear until we get down there. So it's my bodybuilding show. It's an all natural bodybuilding show, and it's in South Carolina. It's in Hilton Head. So if you guys are familiar with the I'll probably pop it up right here. It's an OCB, natural bodybuilding competition, or that's the organization. So yeah, and it's February 17th is the day that we have the show, but there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into it. Like I have to really sit down and take a look because I'm not obviously preparing. I'm recording right now with my phone, but so yeah, I'm not entirely sure what divisions I'm gonna go into. I know I'm doing a debut show, and then I'm not sure if I want to, and if I want to get my take a shot at getting your pro card, I'm gonna have to do open as well. Like I don't know, I'll specify everything here and maybe not tomorrow's video, but in one of these videos, I will go down in detail exactly what I'm supposed to be doing and when the show is like everything that the bodybuilding show is going to entail for us, but I won't take it all the details. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do men's physique or if I want to do classic, just because sometimes at least today, reviewing our posing and stuff like that, I think I lack tremendously in my lower half, like so, and I feel like that's going to be a problem. And if you're going to do classic, I feel like you need to be very equally balanced with your top half and bottom half, like legs and upper body. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to play out. I think one thing I'm going to start doing more often is not worrying so much about the weight on my leg workouts, but try to focus on the intensity of the movement. So that's what we're going to try to do tomorrow. So I don't really have too much to say today other than God is good. He can change your life if you just if you let him in. So I kind of want to just leave it at that. Yeah. So if you guys like this if you like this video, again, I apologize for no video yesterday. That was completely the gym is, and this is, again, it's a bad excuse, but the gym is 30 minutes from my house. So every single day I got to drive 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back. Or it's like 25 miles. So I can get there less than 30, but 25 miles roughly around that distance from my home to the gym. So, and I realized when I was at around mile 20 that I forgot my tripod, that it was in my, like, I had this feeling. I was like, oh God, I forgot my tripod. And I was like, oh, maybe I didn't. I checked my backpack, wasn't in there. So, and I didn't want to do what is it? I didn't want to compromise the quality of the video, because I knew if I didn't have my tripod, I was probably gonna have to prop up the camera somewhere in a corner, kind of, and it would just be really bad quality, bad content, and I didn't want to do that to y'all. So, I think, in my opinion, if I'm not going to give it 100%, I'm just not even going to do it at all. So, again, sorry for no post yesterday, but you will see this today, and obviously you would be seeing this today if you're seeing this. But so yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, shoot me some constructive criticism, give me some feedback, maybe let me know what I can change, start doing, whatever you guys want to see is I'll try to implement it in the next videos. So anyways, yeah, y'all take it easy and stay blessed.